Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Deontay Wilder has finally come out of hiding and released a bizarre video addressing Tyson Fury, the second fight, and expressing his apparent desire to fight him a third time. First and foremost, this video was a complete embarrassment. It was kind of funny, to be honest. I'm not usually one for laughing at others' misfortune because it's clear that Deontay Wilder has tweaked, his mind's gone, and this defeat to Tyson Fury the second time around has clearly severely affected Deontay Wilder's mental health, and that much is clear at this point. You know, the video was just Deontay Wilder rehashing the same sort of excuses that we've been hearing from his fanboys in the past few months. He was talking about the first fight, the gloves not fitting properly, and in the second fight, he accused Kenny Bayless of being on an inside job. He accused Mark Breland of being a snake, and he also accused Tyson Fury of loading his gloves with basically an egg weight. So yeah, man, this video was bizarre. The style of video that he shot, it was Deontay Wilder addressing these various topics, and a piano playing in the background. It was hilarious. Darkly lit room. They really tried their best, bless them, to make it atmospheric and make it kind of, impactful. But really all it was pure cringe. I was struggling to watch that video first time around. I felt so bad for Deontay Wilder in a sense because he was making an absolute fool of himself. But seriously, let's be honest, yeah, Deontay Wilder is a coward. He's a coward as a man, as far as I'm concerned. You may say, well, the guy's a fighter, the guy's clearly brave. No, he's not. He's not. Somebody who's brave owns up to their own failures and addresses them, not hiding behind ridiculous excuses with no validity. An egg-shaped weight in Tyson Fury's gloves. The gloves also being tampered with in the first fight. Mark Breland being basically a double agent. Kenny Bayless being on an inside job. Deontay Wilder sounds absolutely ridiculous. Essentially, he doesn't have enough fortitude to look within and confront his own failures. Therefore, Deontay Wilder, as far as I'm concerned, is a coward. We've all failed in life, we've all made mistakes, there's nothing wrong with that. It's how you respond and it's how you address them. If you're one of those people in life, and I'm not talking about boxing here, just life in general, if you're one of those people in life who makes mistakes, has shortcomings, and you don't address them and you blame them on external circumstances, then for the most part, these sort of people are cowards. Yeah, of course there are external circumstances that affect our lives and the direction of them, but a lot of the time people overuse these as a result to excuse poor behaviour, poor performance and poor decision making. People like that are cowards, as far as I'm concerned, and that's what Deontay Wilder is doing right now, refusing to take any responsibility for getting his ass whooped on February 22nd. You know, he can't accept that he was bested by another man and that he has several shortcomings. And a lot of people have been saying this for years in regards to Deontay Wilder's skill set, his boxing ability. Is Wilder looking at that? Absolutely not. He's just, making up excuses and he's being fed a load of lies by his fanboys. Birds of a feather flock together. A lot of Deontay Wilder's fanboys, and please note I said fanboys, not fans, there's a big difference, but most of Deontay Wilder's fanboys are degenerates, and they also look at life through the lens of a victim mentality. And a lot of these content creators on that side of the pond, they will profit off that. They realise that a lot of people have this mentality, no fortitude, no heart, no balls, and they'll look at external circumstances to basically bail them out of any responsibility. That's what a lot of these Deontay Wilder fangirls consist of, basically. And Deontay Wilder's feeding into that himself, and he's using it to relieve himself of any responsibility. Like I said, Deontay Wilder is a coward as a man. Quite frankly, I'm tired of this guy being in the sport of boxing. I've given Deontay Wilder more time than a lot of people. I've actually defended the guy on several occasions, but listen, I got that shit wrong. Deontay Wilder is a complete degenerate, a guy who doesn't take responsibility, and ultimately, he's a coward. And by the way, it's interesting the timing of this statement, right? Deontay Wilder been in hiding for the past, 8 months? Now all of a sudden, when Tyson Fury has a fight scheduled on December 5th, Deontay Wilder comes out saying he wants the fight, accusing Fury of cheating. It's convenient timing. The reality is, Deontay Wilder has never wanted a third fight because of a beating he got on February 22nd. He has ducked a third fight with Tyson Fury, and to me that much is clear. The timing is too convenient, as far as I'm concerned. Deontay Wilder has bottled that third fight with Tyson Fury. Like I said, man, he doesn't want that work again because it could get a hell of a lot worse. If you've not got anybody looking out for you in that corner, and Mark Breland was, you don't have that guy anymore. Imagine the second fight replays itself in the third fight where Wilder's taking an absolute beating. That's going to go on for longer, and Wilder's going to get more and more punished, and maybe he could end up in a really bad state. Deontay Wilder is a complete moron, as are his fangirls. Again, I'm not talking about his fans, the ones who just support him, want him to do well. There's a big difference between a fan and a fangirl. I shouldn't really have to explain that, but we know how we live in 2020. Everyone gets offended by everything, so you've got to make disclaimers. But yeah, Deontay Wilder, he's shit the bed in regards to a third fight with Tyson Fury. He's ducked it, and yeah, he still can't take responsibility or accept what happened on February 22nd. I guess the whole Nevada State Athletic Commission were in on it when they checked Fury's gloves, when they felt his gloves. I'm pretty sure you can feel an egg weight in somebody's boxing gloves, for Christ's sake. Absolutely ridiculous from Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder needs to retire, as far as I'm concerned. The guy's a complete clown, and I'm sick of him at this point. I really am. The sooner this guy, if he sticks around, the sooner this guy gets brutally knocked out, the better. Then we don't have to deal with this guy again and his stupid, ridiculous fanboys. Deontay Wilder's really let himself down, and from a person who's given him multiple chances, there's no coming back from this. The guy's a laughingstock. He's a joke. The whole boxing world, apart from a real small section, see this guy as a joke. And rightly so. That's what Deontay Wilder is. He's a clown. And yeah, he's conducted himself like a complete and utter moron. That's the politest way I can say it. Absolutely ridiculous. Ducked the third fight, making baseless accusations against Tyson Fury. I mean, if there's anything in this, why has it taken you 10 months to say something? And why is there no legal case going on right now if you've got all of this evidence? I mean, come on. Jesus Christ. And people actually believe this, by the way. Again, the people who actually buy into this sort of thing, I mean, what can I say about you guys? I mean, your parents couldn't have been around to raise you, because it's impossible to be that much of a fucking idiot. I guess we can thank Deontay Wilder and his fanboys for the entertainment. You know, the ridiculousness that they've been coming out with in the past few months. While it has been ridiculous, it is kind of funny watching these people melt down and essentially have mental breakdowns. I've seen grown men that sound like they've been on the verge of tears after talking about this fight. It's hilarious. Imagine imagine having that mindset when watching boxing. Imagine it affecting you that badly. I mean, keep it coming, man. Ultimately, it's funny, but in like being real, you guys need to get your heads checked out. You need a shrink. You need a doctor. I mean, Jesus Christ. Imagine something serious happened in your lives. If this is how you're dealing with a boxing match, imagine if something serious happens. You guys are a bunch of pussies. Simple as that. But yeah, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Just a quick one, really, innit? People wanted me to make my opinions known on this matter. I have done. It's absolutely ridiculous. Peace.